Hello and welcome. It's Susann Taylor Shier, and we are in the treasure chest of you, bringing forth inspiration, invigoration today, and whole new ways of being, guidance for your soul, heart, and bringing forward your soul gifts. So, our topic today is one thing you can do today. In this season of the Lion's Gate opening for the courageous heart, I am very aware that often I hear from people that, what can I do? What's the one thing I can do? I pray for peace, I give, I'm kind, I'm wonderful, I handle things as best I can in my life personally, and I'm aware of the collective, and I grieve what's going on. I want to do more. Well, this is about one thing you can do daily in your life. It comes from you to be able to create a greater sense of shift into the new world, and a sense that you will be proud of what you're doing, feeling a sense of, yes, I am contributing in meaningful ways, and I'm stepping up the ways that I do my creation in the world. I don't mean outer creation, from the inside out, your capacity to create in new ways from the inside out. Okay, so first I want to tell a little story to set the stage. Recently I saw a movie. It was called Ordinary Angel. Love the title. It was heaven sent to me. So this movie, just the basic story was about a 5-year-old who needed a liver transplant. True story, based on a true story. And this woman who had not been doing very well in her life to that point found out about this and decided she wanted to help in the situation. This was set in 1998, the original story. So she decided she wanted to help. Her heart just burst open after being an alcoholic, an addict, just all sorts of stuff. She said, nope, this is what I need to do. And she ended up galvanizing the whole town to help her in various ways to get over the hurdles that it required to get this liver transplant for this sweet young 5-year-old girl. And yes, it's a happy ending. I hope that didn't spoil it for you. But basically, I took note of how many times each person in the film needed to step beyond their comfort zone. Their comfort zone was things like, oh, well, that's impossible, or how do you do something like that, or there's no way you can get a helicopter. Those kinds of things we do on a daily basis to keep our little comfort zone that says, no, it's not mine to do, or I'm not the one, or I'm feeling a little hopeless and helpless about the world situation. What can I do about that? So it was so much proof of what one person can do. And yes, community was essential. But the key was you galvanize in yourself that sense of why not? Why not? And you find the places in yourself. That's the one thing you can do today and each day, is find the places in yourself that feel a little crusty, where you go, okay, today I'm going to move past that pattern. It's usually involved with fear. I'm going to move past that pattern and I'm going to do something deliberate. And it may be very small to start with, doesn't matter, but I'm going to do something deliberate. And I'm going to give you some examples of what I've done recently to show that they're all sort of your basic learning to live in different ways. Scenarios. Okay, maybe a little bigger, I don't know. But it doesn't mean we have to get out of our comfort zone to have chaos get even worse. right? This is what's been happening in the world, is we've had chaos and people being helpless and hopeless for centuries. That victim consciousness, it takes two to tango. That victim consciousness, there's perpetrators and there's nothing I can do about it. They've got, the scenario, they've got the power, all of that. We are unraveling that. So this is one thing, your way of doing the one thing every day to move past that sense of there's nothing we can do here. We're being called to it. And there's so much showing up that has been the illusion that we're going, whoa, I have to do something about this. But what do I do in myself? So it's moving past that comfort zone. So I know that one of my greatest fears has been to drive on these, believe it or not, 12-lane portions of highway in LA. It's like, it's too much signage, too much going on, all of that. So just a week ago, I said, okay, how do I conquer my fear? I'm going to do it and find out, A, what it is that keeps me afraid, what are those main elements, and what I can do to shift that in myself. So once I understood more about what I needed to do in myself, now I can approach that highway in a whole different way, and I had a chance to do that a second time. I know where the triggers are. So getting over my comfort zone was facing the, oh my gosh, I'm just not going to drive on those roads. They're just out of my league. Well, that's just saying they have power over me. And that's sort of silly, isn't it? Yeah, sort of silly. Okay, another situation I had was an infestation of cockroaches. And I'm sure all of you could go, oh my God, I've had that, or I know someone who had that. We all have. And I didn't want to just go the classic route of, that's horrible, get the pesticides, get them out of here, don't make me face it. I feel out of control, you deal with it. I wanted to find the ways that I could actually deal with it to the degree I could, and yes, something else has to come in. But I also had to change the pattern in myself of feeling out of control and my nervous system feeling like it was fried because of this invasion that I didn't want there. I had to get to the point of understanding what energetically this invasion related to in my life that I was done being invaded by. Okay? So that was getting out of my comfort zone. We don't want bigger stuff to happen in our lives, especially, and in our world, especially, to have to get over comfort zones. We don't want to be backed up against the wall. It seems like as a society, as a humanity, we've had to do that, right? Now it's in our face big time. All the things that we backed off from, said, oh, just give me peace, don't make me do that, let me just stay in the higher realms, and not have to work with that. It's in our faces, in our living faces and spaces, personally as well. So, how do we avoid that? We keep moving through our comfort zones. We recognize first thing in the morning, just say, okay, today I'm going to move through one of my comfort zones. I have a tendency to be helpless or hopeless. I have a tendency to be stuck. I have a tendency to just go, there's nothing I can do. I have a tendency to not get momentum, not get anything done, just want to keep the peace, just keep it quiet and stay in my own space and feel good about that, all those things. What can I do to get out of that comfort zone that I've created for myself that is actually contributing to the comfort zone of the world that has not allowed things to dissolve, right? We're still going, yuck out there, help inside. It could be as simple as smiling to a stranger. Being, it's an action thing. But if you're conscious in the morning of something that is taking advantage of you, like an infestation, something that's taking advantage of your energy, a person, a situation that makes you feel, ugh, that's a good word, ugh, awful, then go, whoa, what can I do to get out of that? Because it's a comfort zone. What can I do to invigorate a new way of being in a specific situation? That's much easier than just trying to change the whole dynamic overnight, right? No more trying to change the dynamic overnight in the world by praying for peace. There are specific things we can do. And I'm here to encourage that, invigorate that, and bring that forward. So, simple little equation that you can do as part of your meditation every morning. What can I do to move past this particular comfort zone I've established to keep myself safe, secure, out of the fray? And you will find that you will be just like in the movie Ordinary Angel, just like I felt after being able to take care of that infestation of bad energy that the cockroaches were bringing. Just like I could give you the driving, I felt so proud of myself. I did that. I can do this. And I am a stronger, more lion-hearted, courageous person for it. And my life is freer. And we all want that. My heart is freer. And we all want that. And I feel more connected to the spiritual realms that help me move through that comfort zone. They're always there in the specifics, in the little moments. So take advantage of it. Take advantage of it and call them in and say, help me today with this particular challenge that I have that I want to move through. And you will feel empowered, like a lion roaring, and free to be more of your beautiful self in the world. And isn't that what the world needs? It certainly is. So, if you liked what you heard today, if you're inspired and invigorated, please feel free to subscribe or go to my website and sign up for my email list where you get even more juiciness and wonderful juiciness of special offers. Special offers, freebies, you name it, all sorts of things you can get to inspire, invigorate, and uplift your life, even in the midst of the nervous system craziness that we are invited to move through at this time. So much blessings of love to you and more coming to you this coming week. I have my July angelic support and psychic reading time. So this Friday, July 31st, we will be gathering and you can ask me any question. Everyone that shows up either signs up, I will answer their question, a psychic question about something that's bothering you, something you need some encouragement with, something you need support with from guidance. We will collectively bring our guidances together and give you what you need. And we will also have a time of a guided meditation of angelic support that comes to focus at that particular time with the group we have. Angelic support and intuitive readings just for you. And everyone will get one. So go to my website, soulmastery.net, and see where you can sign up for it. Okay? Easy breezy. I look forward to being with you and assisting you to be the greatest version of yourself and expand your connection to your beautiful heart and soul and divinity and all your gifts. Blessings of love to you.